Hello. Hi. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen. Guten Nacht. Guten Tag. Whatever Guten it is where you are. What the heck? Why did it stop playing? It's supposed to be a whole playlist. Okay. Hello. Who the heck is Morgan? And why does he have all these... Why does he have so many last names? Hi. Oh, look. It's Twerk. Or first name, I guess. Luthen Morgan. Oh, music's loud. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I don't know. I had this idea a few days ago because I was looking at game engines, and it was like this Medium article or something that was like, these are the 3 best engines for making visual novel and adventure games. And then in the comments, someone was like, hey, I made this visual novel game engine. And I was like, and then I went to their site, and it's like a fully fleshed out game engine, but like as far as I can tell, barely anyone's used it, which is this one. It's called TaleFab. It's for making visual novels, and they even have their own publishing platform, which I thought was just so cool and fun and cute. And I saw that they had it on itch as well. And I was like, well, I wonder how common this is. Like I wanna learn about, like, this looks so cool. Oh, I wanna see the picture bigger, but I guess it's not gonna let me. This is a really cool engine. I've not actually gotten the chance to use it or anything, but it looks very cute. It's got free media. I want to do a visual novel game jam eventually. Maybe one day. Maybe never. Maybe I'll never be free of my work again. I've been very busy with work. Extraordinarily so. Sorry about that. It was... anyways. Just mind-bogglingly so. This hasn't been updated since 2021, which is actually better than I would have thought. Apparently, like, the download link doesn't work anymore. I'm not really sure. I feel like they changed that because they kept talking about a download link that's, like, on a website, but the itch.io has a download link right here, so surely it works. So, yeah, this is a really cute game engine that you can, or visual novel game engine that you can just, like, make a game right with what you're given. I hope it still works. Yeah, me too. Let's see if I can download it. Oh. Okay, I see. So I have to make an account. Hello. I'd have to figure that out. Okay, we're not gonna do that right now, but what's going on at the community hub? Oh, they use Facebook? Yeah, I'm not doing that. What can it build into? It looks like it's just for the web. I wanted to make my own visual novel with mixed RPG elements, but was too bored to learn Ren'Py and couldn't afford visual novel makers, so I started to build my own visual novel engine, and I think it turned out pretty good. I thought it could be useful for others too, so I released it for public use. My main focus points were no coding required, short learning curve, but deep enough to make a decent game, items and scenes with interactions and conditioning, and easy branching. I wonder if you could make a point-and-click adventure game with this. Probably, because they say they've made escape room games. I didn't want to learn RenPy, so I made a whole new engine. I know. People like that are so funny to me. Oh, I need to hurry. Wait, where are my keys? Oh no, I can't get out without my keys. You can't get out of your house without your keys? The icons of the game are being blocked by the icons of the website. I can't search the cactus with bare hands. Okay, yeah, I guess you can make a point-and-click adventure game with this. RenPy sounds like a pretty bad start for making an RPG. I mean, it sounds like, well, first of all, they didn't, and second of all, they wanted to make a visual novel, but it just had some like extra bits to it, I guess. My understanding is I think that would, like, visual novel maker would be best for that kind of thing. That's kind of what it's made for. I mean, visual novel maker is literally made by the people who made RPG Maker, so I think that visual novel maker, which costs $60, is probably what he would have probably wanted to use, but he couldn't afford it, so he made his own. I keep saying he, but Sander. But it looks cute. So anyways, that's what kicked off this stream. So the other thing, so then y'all were responding to my original tweet with some engines. They were not necessarily unknown. I've heard of Torque. I remember hearing about Torque when I was in college. But I believe it's a very old engine, right? I mean, I guess all the ones that were suggested to me were pretty old. But I definitely have heard Torque in my life. Couldn't tell you anything about it in this moment. The pinnacle of raw Torque power, Torque 3D has been used for everything from driving simulators to MMOs. Check out Torque 3D. The search is over. Torque 3D is a powerful C++ engine built on literal decades of proven Torque technology. Yep. Ah, hell nah. It's Torque 3D. Open source. Yeah, that's what I need to search. I need to search open source game engine on Google, and that's where we're gonna get the true gems. Open source and completely free with the MIT license, Torque 3D is one of the most cost-effective 3D engines available today with enough raw power and powerful tools to help bring your ideas to life. Supported by a resilient and knowledgeable community, Torque 3D has what you need for your next hit game. If Torque 3D is so good, why didn't they make Torque 4D? True. VTuber Torques live in 3D. Powerful technology. Utilizing drop-in. I mean, what was made? There's some notable games made in Torque, right? I'm forgetting what they are. Maybe I need to go to the Wikipedia page. Give me the news. Ogre 3D. Yes, Ogre 3D is what my is literally what my school used. How notable can they be? I mean, just drop them in chat. We'll check them out. Open source. Blah, blah, blah. Originally developed by Dynamics for the 2001 first-person shooter Tribes 2. 2001. Thank you! I haven't used this model in quite a while. Jam Magic? Let's check out Jam Magic. First I want to see what Torque's been used for. Open VR! Any notable games? Torque X. Wildlife Tycoon Venture Africa. Bone Town? Bone Town? The video game where you get laid? I did not expect that. That was a double twist for me. That was a double twist for me. Oh no. Okay. Oh, BeamNG Drive. This is what I'm thinking of. This is 100% what I'm thinking of when I knew that something notable had made in Torque 3D is BeamNG Drive. Used Torque in high school forever ago. Yeah, yeah. I think that's kind of vaguely when I had heard about it too. Okay, let's learn about Jam Magic. It's a programming language all over internet. Good start. All over the internet, there are a lot of SDKs, APIs, wrappers, and libraries to simplify game development. Some old school people will remember the famous click-and-play software, a tool set to create not very complex 2D games with a very innovative point-and-click system. The creators Click Team. Ah! Click Team. Now that's a company I know very well. Evolved the idea and created later the Games Factory, which continued empowering the event-oriented development model by just mouse clicks in a visual way without needing to write actual code. Didn't Click Team also like make like Game Maker and stuff? Fusion. This was the Click Team Fusion was the first game engine I ever used. Click Team Fusion was where it all began for me. I went to a camp. I went to a digital media camp when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm a Nepo baby. Okay, sorry. And this is what they taught us in was Click Team Fusion. Oh man, this is bringing me back. I always confuse this with Game Maker because they're kind of similar. The original Click and Play with a K. Now I need to look up that too. I'm trying to copy it, but YouTube's being a butt. Here. Click and Play. Does anyone remember Click and Play? Reddit link being the first top one. That's a good start. By the way, this is going to be very disorienting. Don't worry about it. We're just having fun and reminiscing and looking up interesting things. And if I don't look into it as much as you want, like, feel free to take note for yourself. And in 94, oh wow, yeah, for a 12-year-old in 94 with no programming experience, Click and Play blew my mind. It was basically a game creation tool that made it extremely easy. 1994. That's really early. Did I say 2004 just now? Oh jeez. That made it extremely easy to create simple games without writing a single line of code. It came with all sorts of animated assets, with characters with walk cycles, explosions, props, backgrounds that you could use in your games, or you could make your own art. There's a huge community on America Online, keyword Maxis, where people could upload and share their games. My friend and I made a game called The Quest for the Wonton Soup, which featured an Asian man collecting coins to buy wonton soup. Yeah, at the time, remember we were 12, we thought it was funny, but it clearly was pretty extremely stereotypical to take on an extremely stereotypical take on an Asian man. Whoops. This game existed on the Maxis forum on AOL for download, and a number of probably illegal compilation CDs filled with people's click and play games that some random companies sold. Anyways, neither of us have a copy of the game, as it was probably thrown out with our 386s 15 years ago. Does anyone, for some absurd reason, have a copy of the game? As dumb and offensive as it was, I'd still love to see it again. Click and Play was Click Team's first Fusion style application. Oh. I wonder if Flash still works for PC or is it completely dead? Flash will not natively work in at least Chrome browser. But there's thousands and thousands and thousands of Flash. What would you call them? Not animations, like Flash stuff that was preserved in this like preservation project. But at least in Chrome, you cannot natively use Flash, as far as I understand. Emulators? I think there is also an emulator. There's definitely a way to do it, but I can't remember. I've never looked into it. Flashpoint is the name of the project. Yes, Flashpoint. It's a big preservation project here. Blue Maximus Flashpoint is a web game preservation project. The internet history and culture is important, and content made on web platforms, including but not limited to it. You know what? I wonder if this has some of the very old but very popular Naruto web Newgrounds animations that I used to love on here. I can never find them because every time I try to look it up, I get Naruto characters dancing to songs, but that's not what it was. It was Naruto characters quoting movie quotes, especially Elf and National Lampoon. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? There are National Lampoon quotes that I only know because of these Naruto animations. Like the one where it's like the kid and he like looks up the tree and he's like, how are we gonna fit this in our yard? And the dad's like, it's not going in our yard, it's going in our living room. And it was Sasuke and Itachi. That's my childhood, if you want. My childhood was like Naruto Flash animations, really bad Flash games, especially on addictinggames.com, and RPG Maker games. Because once I got home, I didn't have a... Sorry, I'm choking. Sorry, I got a frozen Coca-Cola from McDonald's. I went down the wrong tube. I want to search the collection. Show me Naruto. There's gonna be so many Naruto ones. I'm gonna get banned off YouTube. Oh god, it has a filter. Okay, thank god. Does this only have games or does this also have animations? Is there like a type? It has animations too. Which of these shows that? Format? No. Source? No. Tag? No. I don't know. Okay, I'll deal with this later. I'm not seeing it though. But the one at the very top is close. I know this, I remember these two, actually. Oh my gosh. I love this. Wow. Crazy how we went from this to Elsa Dentist Part 7. Did I ever play the Super Mario crossover game? No, I don't know what that is. The only Mario games I've ever played are Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Brothers 2, and then some of the Mario Karts. Those are the only ones I think I've ever actually physically played myself. Yoshi's Island was the one that I played by far the most. Ugh. By the way, not because I bought it, but because my mom bought it herself. We've gone on a tangent. Maybe it's Yoshi's Island 2? No, I think it's Yoshi's Island. Yeah, for the Game Boy Advance. It's Game Boy Advance. Not Game Boy Advanced. You know what? That's a problem on their part. It should be with the D at the end. Advanced. Advanced. Game Boy Advanced. But I started playing games on a Game Boy Pocket. Because that's what my mom used. I don't know why she got a Game Boy Pocket, though. I truly don't. I actually tried to play this recently. It turns out I'm really, really bad at video games now. Really bad. Okay, we didn't actually finish talking about Jam Magic. evolved the idea and created later the Games Factory, which continued empowering the event-oriented development model via just mouse clicks in a visual way without needing to write actual code. By the way, you know what kids use these days now? It's called, oh, it's escaping me. I'll think on it. It's just an S. Scratch! Now kids learn with Scratch. Scratch game engine. This is what everyone always starts their kids on. I find it's a little too limiting, to be honest. I think it should have just a little bit more to it. I know it's for like little kids, but still. I feel like there was a generation of people who had Game Boys for Tetris. We definitely had the Tetris game. We had it. I don't think that's why my mom got it, though. I remember my mom saying that she got it to play Mario, but there's no Mario games on the Game Boy. Right? Back in my day, we started kids off with Visual Basic. You know, did you know that, actually, true story, did you know that Visual Basic was technically the first programming language I ever learned? Because I got an internship where I was supposed to just do Excel programming. Mario Land? Oh, definitely. I don't even know what that is, but it's not, we definitely didn't have that. No, we did. No, but it wasn't this. But we had I'm suddenly remembering that we did have a Mario game for the Game Boy. Did your mom know that before she bought the Game Boy? Wait, I'm suddenly having memories. No, but it wasn't a Game Boy Color. I also had Super Mario. Okay, it wasn't Super Mario Bros. It was Super Mario World 2. I had this. This was the other Mario game I played a lot. But you couldn't play Game Boy Advance games on a Game Boy Pocket, right? No. Why did we have a Game Boy Pocket? I genuinely don't know. I need to ask her. She's gonna forget that. I want to ask my mom why she got a Game Boy Pocket. She will say that she never owned a Game Boy Pocket, even though I know that she owned a red Game Boy Pocket. Yep. It was a red Game Boy Pocket. Anyways. We still haven't finished reading this. At one of my previous jobs, my project manager was a hobbyist game developer. He bought a copy of it. I thought he meant they bought the company. He bought the Games Factory and showed me that for creating 2D platform games, it was very suitable because it allowed you to... What is the nationality of the person who wrote this? Because it will help me... Whatever, it doesn't matter. It will help me read this a little easier. Have I seen the ads they had for Game Boy Pocket? I have not. Pause the music real quick. Do you like this lo-fi girl inspired playlist?
Bob?
Wow, he looks great.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, did you cut your hair?
I don't have any hair, Jim. He doesn't have any hair, stupid.
Oh, I wish we had the yellow one.
Thinner there, Bobby baby.
Yeah, I dropped a few sizes.
Oh my god, it's huge. The original Game Boy is huge.
Screen looks bigger, too.
Not bigger, just a lot sharper. That's sharper.
Dig that new casing, Bob. Silver. So, Bob, do you still play all the games?
All the Game Boy games, babe. New Game Boy Pocket. Stick in your pocket today.
Oh my god. I even had, when I had a Game Boy Advance, I even got that, I had to get the case where you like flip up the light. Do you guys remember this? Are you as old or young as me? I remember one with people with hair dyed different colors. Oh, it's loud. Oh, it's loud. I'm so sorry. Game Boy Advance SP backlight OP.
New Game Boy Pocket. It's smaller.
Oh, this has even got like CG and stuff in it. Wow.
Melrose Place.
Ew, old people.
Slackers.
Get a clue.
Get a job.
Get a haircut. Get some hair. Have some respect. Have some prunes.
Why you? I ought to take this and just give it to you.
With new games
This was actually me though. Like this is actually me with my mom. Like she suddenly just whips out a Game Boy. Whoa! A retro, okay, boomer. The Game Boy accessories were wild. Oh, you don't have to tell me. You know there was a printer? It had a printer. Do you guys remember? I'm still sad that this wasn't a little bit more of a thing. The e-card readers for the Game Boy Advance. I had so many Pokemon cards that had e-card reader scan, like that were e-card Pokemon cards. I still have them. I still have like all my Game Boy Pokemon cards, by the way. In fact, when I was last at my parents' house, I went through them like, do I have any first editions? Because this was like in the height of the whole Pokemon buying cards craze. And I actually have a ton of first editions, and they're all in horrible shape. I couldn't sell them ever. Which is a little bit of a bummer, but I have a ton of first edition Pokemon cards. I'm sure a lot of people do, actually. You have the Game Boy camera and printer? You should watch a video. You should watch a video. Let me remember her name. Her name is Game Boy camera. Cat? Is her name Cat? No, her name's not Cat. What's her name? Artist. Her name is Cat. I just spelled cat wrong. Cat Grapham.
This video.
Here, I'll link you the video. If you guys are interested in the Game Boy camera, go watch this video I just linked because it's great. So she's a fine artist. Like she's an actual art teacher and fine artist, and recently she's been doing a lot of videos around like using like 90s or mid 2000s tech to like make fine art, and so she did a whole video about the Game Boy camera renaissance. So cool. She even did a whole art gallery that she made. Well, that wasn't with the camera, was it? I can't remember if she used the camera or not, but she did a whole art gallery that she made and put on a Game Boy cartridge that you could buy. I had a big case thing that acted as a battery pack and a magnifier. Whoa, yes, I remember that. I did not have that. Okay. You can instead focus on the pure game. We have started to stop reading about Jam Magic so often. Okay. Sometime later, we discovered the Click Team had released something more new and more powerful, Jam Magic. Oh, it was made by Click Team. Jam Magic is a full-blown game programming language and development environment, like Dark Basic, using a hybrid. I thought this was the blog of the person who made Jam Magic. I didn't know what Jam Magic was. Using a hybrid syntax of C++ and JavaScript. Why do people like doing that so much? Anyways, it brings an SDK, including wrappers of DirectX 2D, 3D input, to manage in a very basic way graphics, sounds, music, joystick, mouse, among other basic system functions. And of course, being a language, it provided you with the typical data structures like variables, arrays, plus events and classes. JamMagic has a very good 2D engine with collision detection, multiple layers, allowing for easy alpha effects, graphical surfaces management. The 3D engine supports both hardware and software acceleration. Okay, let's take a look at JamMagic. Oh, it just goes to Click Team. Click Team JamMagic. Oh my god. Web FTP /files /jammagic /ActiveX manual.html. Oh my god. This is exactly what I was hoping for when I started this stream. This is the kind of deep internet lore I wasn't hoping to find. We're getting Google crawls of FTP servers now. Abandonware. Here we go. Oh, now this is a great web. We're gonna search abandonware for game engines. Does anyone happen to have the full version of Click Team Jam Magic still? It was extremely short-lived, and I can't think of most people who legitimately used it or really liked it for that matter. But I think it's oddly fascinating from a historical perspective. A lot of early Click softwares is out there to grab on places like archive.org, but not Jam Magic for some reason. I have the demo version. Oh, they looked for it a lot. Wait, this is like a few days ago. Oh, that's so funny. I guess I should rip and upload my Jam Magic CD. Oh, yes, do that. Here, I'll send you a link to this Reddit post and tell them about it. You'll make these guys' day. Not really any other game engine stuff on here. But I guess they didn't even use the word game engine here. Now the cons. The 3D engine was very rough and does not bring many features. It's the point of most critics at the official forums because you can't do anything minimally decent with it. It's not very powerful nor too fast. The Internet Archive link I posted hasn't I didn't get any links. You can't post links in YouTube chats, unfortunately. So you'd have to break it up so it doesn't look like a link or something. And then somehow get it through the spam filter. Ugh. Yeah, YouTube's stupid like that. Only the streamer can post links in chat. I'll tweet it at you? Okay. Do that. Oh, someone posted some engines. Yes, we'll take a look at this list too. Oh, they said Construct. I remember that one. Construct. Wait, isn't that... Oh, wait, no, I was just looking at this one recently, right? Yeah, I was looking at this one recently when I was learning about like Godot, and then I was like, I hate Godot, and then someone said you should learn the Construct. I'm like, okay. I still want to learn Pico too. Dark Basic was cool. The edgiest basic. Oh, here we go. It's your world now. Extreme 3D games, powerful 2D applications, combines 2D, 3D, and multimedia for ultimate authoring. Oh my god. Do you want to rapidly create commercial quality 3D games for commercial distribution without royalties or per title fees? Build complex applications, tools, etc. with all the state-of-the-art multimedia bells and whistles. I love how they keep pushing this whole multimedia thing, but I guess that's literally their name. Or I guess not at this point. They used to be called multimedia, right? When was this from? 2006. Other engines? A search on the internet will reveal the many 3D engines available. They range in price from free to extremely expensive. The quality of these engines also varies from very slow with poor visual quality to those with fast frame rates, high detail, and many special effects. Of course, fast and commercial quality engines can be very expensive, going for 10,000 US and up. Current popular game engines have license fees of 50,000 US per game title and higher. Hello, welcome. We're taking a look at old defunct game engines in this moment. In my brain, I had imagined that we'd be looking at like indie game engines, like this one that I found called TaleFab, which is made by just one person who wanted to make a visual novel, but then didn't feel like paying for visual novel maker. Now we're talking about Jam Magic, which is a very old game engine. Ghost House. Can I download it? Of course not. Ghost House. The product was called Multimedia Fusion at one point. The company has been ClickTeam since ClickPlay. Oh, okay. Multimedia Fusion was the engine that I used for sure. Multimedia Fusion was the engine that I used. Why were there so many captures? Okay. Then we were talking about Torque, which we didn't actually learn anything about it. Oh, this was just me trying to figure out anything about this engine or framework, I guess. Okay, so someone gave me a whole list of ones to look at. Game Maker Studio, which we already looked at. Unity, Unreal, Godot don't count. RPG Maker doesn't count. RenPy doesn't count. They're too big. OCL's Pixel Game Engine. I've never heard of this. And they've got Pico 8 in there. Roblox, Frostbite, doesn't count, doesn't count, doesn't count. Has anyone else here heard of Alice? No! Is it a game engine? Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Alice game engine. Oh. Alice is an easy-to-use virtual environment creation and animation tool that allows you to craft rich stories. Oh my god, I love this stuff that I'm seeing in the background here. Talking about Scratch reminded me of the first, not really a game engine, but programming teaching tool that could be used to make games. This inspired Scratch? Oh! They're on the 3rd version. Alice was something that showed me programming could be more than just words on a screen. About Alice. Oh, sorry. Big yawn. Oh, I saw Vesper, I was watching Vesper's Zatsu, and he was like, if you're a streamer, never yawn on stream. And I was like, oh no. But the problem is, my yawns aren't from tiredness. I actually yawn when I'm not breathing deeply enough. So I actually yawn the most when I'm the most excited. It's always been a problem. It actually has, like, when I'm really focused in on something, I yawn the most. Like when I used to be like tutored and stuff, I would yawn constantly because I had to use 100% of my brain to focus on what we were doing. I would think of something else. I remember something else having the same block system as Scratch. Never yawn, always sneeze. Yawn. Alice is used by teachers at all levels, from middle schools and sometimes even younger to universities, in school classrooms and in after-school and out-of-school programming, and in subjects ranging from visual arts and languages to the fundamentals of programming and introduction to Java courses. Our goal is to support all ranges of Alice usage by creating and sharing best practices for all of these applications. Visit our resources section to see what materials, blah, 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 blah. Community. It's interesting that they make 3D games. Carnegie Mellon. Did you know it's pronounced like that? Oh, you guys can't see that. It says just as Carnegie Mellon University at the bottom. Carnegie? Did you know it's supposed to be pronounced Carnegie? Carnegie at Mellon. Carnegie Mellon. Alice. The Alice Challenge is an opportunity for students to showcase their skills at creating 3D animations, engaging games, and immersive experiences. When was this made? Doesn't say. It's easy to spell, it's easy to pronounce, it shows up near the top of alphabetical lists. That's funny. Okay. So let's see what else is on this list of ones of engines we could check out. Oh, right. The open, this one. The official distribution of OCL Pixel Game Engine, a tool used in Javex 9's YouTube videos and projects. Provides a fast, richly featured cross-platform pixel drawing and user interface. So it's not an engine. It's a. What's the difference between an engine and a framework? I thought this earlier, and I feel like a stupid programmer. I feel like a bad programmer for not knowing the difference between an engine and a framework. Is it just UI? First version of Alice was in 1994. Oh, whoa. Wow, 1994 was a big year. Pixel Game Engine 2 was released recently, thus this documentation is being compiled, therefore not completed. How recently? Well, it was committed to 5 days ago. Forgot stupid version number, didn't I? Wow. Okay. Oh wait, what did it say? However, the engine is intuitively easy to use, and there are plenty of examples in the main repo. For a short answer, the engine provides your main loop. The framework makes you write it yourself. Oh, okay. Gotcha. What is it? The OLC Pixel Game Engine is a single-file prototyping and game engine framework created in C++. It is cross-platform, compiling on Windows via Visual Studio and code blocks, and on Linux with a modern G++. Don't know what that means. Don't explain it to me. I don't want to know. On Windows platforms, it has no external dependencies outside those that come as standard with popular IDEs. On Linux, it relies on a couple, which again, I don't care about Linux. OLC Pixel Game Engine allows you to rapidly develop prototypes and games. It does this by creating a window and rapidly drawing to that window. It is sensitive to keyboard and mouse input. The screen is considered to be an 2D array of pixels. Pixels have a defined width and height in real screen pixels. This means your application can be low or high resolution depending on the look and sophistication you are going for. Each pixel stores a 32-bit color mode, 8 bits, okay. Basic drawing tools for manipulating the screen are provided. Okay, wow. By design, the OLC Pixel Game Engine requires no boilerplate effort from the user, i.e. the user can just focus on getting on the creating the fun parts of the application. OLC Pixel Game Engine does not provide any implementation of typical game resources. For example, it does not provide tools to handle asset loading, collision detection, vector mechanics. It is an educational tool. It is expected the user will provide this functionality. But I wanted to do things. Fundamentally, the OLC Pixel Game Engine is designed to support the output of One Lone Coder YouTube channel alongside the OLC Console Game Engine. Oh, on this channel, JavidX9 explains concepts and algorithms regarding how to do things and uses these engines to demonstrate the how and the why. Also, by not providing any explicit implementations, the user is free to make design decisions as they see fit. I've heard that a lot. I've heard this phrase a lot. More so than I have ever, I think, in my life in the last year, by people that I know. And as a very lazy person, I fundamentally disagree with it. I use an engine so that the things that I don't want to think about can be made, those decisions can be made for me. You know? But there's people like this too, so. I mean, there's a guy who made a whole visual novel engine because he didn't feel like, he thought learning Ren'Py was boring, so. Am I allowed to use it? Features. Customizable pixel size, customizable screen size, optimize drawing. Wow, I mean, am I wrong, or is this just graphics with input? This is just graphics with input. I don't think I'm lazy, but I agree that by not doing stuff we leave you with the freedom to do it yourself is a mediocre excuse for anything. I fully understand why they did that, because they do that because that's how they want, like, that's how they want the tools that they use to be made. But you are smarter than me. You are smarter than me, so you know the answer to these questions. I came to you because I want answers. That's my reasoning. I will take ease of use over flexibility any day. I'm very good at MacGyvering an easy to use tool, but I am not very good at learning new things. You know, that's a little bit backwards, but that's fine. That's fine. This is the Lua Lucky brain that you're learning here, okay? I do it as I sees it. Me justifying my design decisions, I made it up. It was revealed to me in a dream, etc. That's fine. That's fine. At least you made a decision. It's me. Okay, let's take a look at this list that this person provided again. By the way, I'm getting these game engine suggestions from Viova on Twitter. Okay, so we looked at OLC's Pixel Game Engine, Pico 8, of course, which I've never actually used, but looking forward to it. Core. That sounds that's not like a small engine, right? Core Game Engine. It's a bad name. Cry Engine, also not small. Luminous Crystal. Luminous? I don't think I've ever heard of that either. Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay. And then Crystal Game Engine? Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay. And then they said Lumberyard. Lumberyard was the last one that they gave. Lumberyard game engine. Amazon. Huh. I didn't know Amazon had a game engine. A public game engine. Oh, I missed a few messages. If I knew how to design game engine bits myself, I wouldn't need a game engine. See, that's me. That's what I'm thinking. What you to suggest from game engines? Can't wait. Even massive companies that already have their own AAA cross-platform engine are saying, screw it, we'll just use Unreal these days. Yep. I know that from first-hand experience. Cloud Novel is a visual novel engine I know of, but I'm not sure whether it's too well known or not. Kocho is another visual novel engine. It's an iOS app. Ooh. That's cool. Let's look at Cloud Novel. Cloud Novel. So this whole thing started because I found this thing called TailFab, which is a game engine just made by one person that even has its own like game hosting service, I guess. But I think it's kind of defunct. I'm not really sure. Spigot? That sounds familiar. I am human. Oh. Kocho. Oh, yeah, you said that's an iOS one. And then Kodia, another iOS app, but for games in general, uses Lua as an There are full game engines that you make on your phone. I'm assuming that when you do that, then you upload to their service, right? And then you can play games or something, right? Pipeworks? It was an old engine. Pipeworks. Pipeworks game engine. We built to play. Here we go. This seems new. Speaking of Lua, does Love 2D count? What's Love 2D? Or was that a typo? Oh, Pipeworks is the studio? Is it the studio of Spigot? Yes, it's just a studio. Kocho, you upload the Kocho app, but Kodia you can export and make it into an actual app. Whoa! That's so cool. Love 2D or hate 3D, same result. They made... I can't even find anything about this Spigot. It's just Minecraft. All that's coming up is Minecraft. Oh no. Am I crazy? Why is only Minecraft coming up? It's lost knowledge. Do you know who made it? Part of the problem is I think it's just SEO. Oh, now here we go. I don't know how I've gotten here, but I've gotten here. Here's some fun engines we can check out. Spigot's at least the one that's coming up, I guess, used for plugins in Minecraft. Yeah, but I want to know the game engine. It was Pipeworks. It was just their own internal engine, but they abandoned it for you. Oh, well then if they didn't, did they release it? If they didn't release it, then yeah, I could see why it didn't come up. Just getting close to these. Cloud novel. Oh yes, I heard about this. I heard about this when I was researching visual novel platforms. This actually came up. Cloud novel did. Okay, what is? Oh, okay, I don't need to. Torque 3D, we're done talking about Torque 3D. Okay, what is this? ROC engine is a simple and lightweight 3D game engine. Show me the website where it actually is. Here we go. Categories for VR development. Oh, it's just a... Oh, it's like an open source. Okay. Yes, this is exactly what I was hoping to find. Okay, we found a real gold mine with this website. Wow, it's got frustum culling. I love engines made by like a person who was just like, oh, do they have an anime avatar? They sure do. They're a VR chat person, I can tell. What is Chill Out VR? I need to look into this. Are you hinting at a possible indie game being made by me? No. God no. God no. I just was like curious. I like doing streams where we all just like explore the internet together. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do, to be honest, is just like trying to find lost media on the internet and like finding things that people have spent hundreds of their own hours on that no one knows about anymore. I love that kind of thing. So yeah, actually I've done a few streams. What did I only do, one or two? I intend on doing more streams like this one, but as members only streams. That's kind of what my members only streams have turned into, is me exploring like subcultures and stuff, because hypothetically me and Farah are going to have a podcast called Internet Obscura where we explore niche internet subcultures, but I haven't had the time to edit any of the episodes. We've had the logo and the website for a year and a half. I'm so mad about it. Yeah, going down rabbit holes is fun. Yeah. The internet's a weird and wacky place. It really is. Reminds me of, I may have some relevant magazine disc covers. Oh, cover discs. You should upload all this stuff. Okay, Lumos. Let's take a look at this one. This is Hypnospace Outlaw IRL. Oh, I love Hypnospace Outlaw. I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait. It's coming out this year, you guys. Oh. Okay. Cross-platform 2D and 3D engine written in C++ that supports OpenGL and Vulkan. Oh, I remember when I was in school, you could like choose between Vulkan and OpenGL, but I used OpenGL because I'm not a tryhard. 3D audio using OpenAL. OpenAL. I've never heard of that. Oh. Oh, it's got UI. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's a right old Unity. This is cool. It's open. It's like an open source Unity. Wow. Oh, wow. This is like actively maintained. But it's still not on version 1.0. How long have they been working on this? At least 3 years ago. Well, probably, okay, 5 years ago. Okay, probably 5 years then. Wow. People like this genuinely could never be me. Everything I do, in order to have motivation for it, I have to like be able to see the end and know the outcome and have a goal in mind. And I know the goal of this is to like make an engine, and probably they have their own goal of like making a game with it, but like it's just so far out of my sight. I'm the person who will take the most shortcuts as I can to get the product that I need, you know? I always, for every project that I do, I set like a minimum quality and aim for that. And I just take the shortest shortcut I can to get there. So I could never write my own game engine. I have a lot of respect for people who take on tasks like this. I know my manager at my job, at my old job, he was writing his own game engine to make a game at some point. But he's also a game programmer. So silly. The most agile game engine is now available. Okay, this person... Is this one made by a company? Nope, it's still not even made by a company. It's actively being updated though. Flax Engine is a high-quality modern 3D game engine written in C++ and C# from stunning graphics. Incremental growth is important for massive projects like these. Yeah, that's true. This repository contains full source code of the Flax engine, excluding NDA-protected platforms support. Anyone is welcome to contribute or use the modified source in Flax-based games. Wow, this does look good. See, they've even got a Visual Studio plugin. Wow, this one's cool. Oh. Agile is such a funny adjective to use for game engines. I know it means flexible or something, but it's still a better gazelle adjective than a programming one. Well, agile is used a lot in programming, like so much. I mean, it's an entire like framework of development. Agile development. That's actually what I was. That's what my school. That was all of the project management that we used when I was in school. Was everything was agile development. Sorry, I'm yawning again. I'm a bad streamer. Sorry, okay. I want to see it. I want to see the engine, not the games. Homepage, here we go. Ooh, I want to see the dev blog. Show me the dev blog. And the document. And the roadmap. I want to see it all. They have a forum. Sorry, I just ended up clicking every single link. Okay. I'm so excited about this. Ooh, it's a Trello. Wait, they've already got 1.0 out. They're working on 2.0? That's impressive. Wait, let me go back to the GitHub. Yeah, 1.5. Wow. A true game changer. The most agile game engine is now available. Full source code, full power, fully featured. See, here's my thing. Even if you're like, oh man, I hate game engines. I want to write my own game engine because then I have control. Why wouldn't you at least start with something like this? Why wouldn't you at least start with a source code? I guess because then you have to like learn everything. I don't know. There's a funny one, 3D Adventure Studio. Wait, I know that one. Maybe I don't know this one. What? This is the forum? hasn't had support for it in 2009. You know why I think I know this one? I think Neil Cicierega tried to develop a game with this, or did. I'll write my own game engine with blackjack and hookers. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Okay. Sorry, I keep getting emails. Whoa! Thank you for the raid! Oh, it even shows me when raids are happening, when YouTube raids are happening. Thank you for the raid, Mogu. I don't know if they're in chat yet or how long it takes. I don't know. But it's cool that it has a little pop-up. This is good stuff. YouTube really improved their redirect system recently. Hello, mother. You must sleep. Please sleep. Please sleep, Mogu. Welcome, Mogu viewers. We are like little moles digging around the internet trying to find interesting tools for making video games on the internet. I'm trying to find game engines that were like made by a single guy that no one even knows about, and you know, all this stuff. Just like really, really obscure game engines. If I recall, the Dark Basic team also made a no-code required engine called the 3D Game Maker that has funky UI. Let's take a look at that. The 3D Game Maker. Dark Basic. Welcome, Mogu viewers! The Game Creators, formerly Dark Basic Software Limited, is a British software house based in Who Cares? The 3D Game Maker is a computer application developed by the game creators that allows users to make various genres of 3D games. I want to see it. Show me it. 2002. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so 2000s. This is so 2002. The amount of space that they used just to have this animation too is so funny to me. I'm sure it was like a full 10% of the whole engine. This is the game engine? Oh my gosh. This feels very familiar. Not because I've definitely not used this game engine, but all of this UI and everything just feels very familiar. You know what this reminds me of? There was a game. It was I think it was the first 3D game I ever played. Had to have been. It was one of the first 3D games, I think. Obviously way after Doom, but it was a game where you play as a pterodactyl. You're a robot pterodactyl and you're flying. You would go through a time portal to the past with the dinosaurs, and you're picking up the dinosaur eggs and dropping them into the time portal. And the controls were awful, and it was only on Mac. But my school had Macs because of the whole thing where they had a whole campaign to get kids on Macs. What is this language, by the way? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look how slow it's running. Oh my gosh. That game sounds awesome. It was pretty fun, I will say. It was pretty fun. You can still play it. I think you can get it as an iPhone game now. A campaign to get kids hooked on Macs at a young age, yeah. The game wasn't Nanosaur, was it? I do believe it was Nanosaur, yes. Nanosaur. I'm pretty sure you can get it on... You can still play the game. I've downloaded it recently. I think you can get it on iOS too, and maybe Steam? Okay, I get it. I want to look at Flax more. This is a cool engine. Learn how to create games with Flax engine. Oh, they've got a C++ and a C# API? This is so cool. So it's like an open source. I want to see the actual UI. Show me the UI. Wow, wait. They're doing like whole 0.1 versions every 6 months. That's pretty impressive. Wow. It's time to present you with a new Flax 1.5. This update includes many cool features like multiplayer support. Wow. GUI plugins, hierarchical tags. Wow. High-level networking. Complete multiplayer support comes to Flax. This was one of the most awaited features, and now it's ready to be used in games. With this update, we've implemented high-level networking layer, which includes object replication over the network. Wow, this is so cool. This is a free open source engine. It's free, right? What actually is their policy? Licensing. Ah, okay. That's still really good. That's better than any other engine. Wow. That is so cool. Sorry. Every time I yawn, my viewer count gets cut in half because I'm a bad streamer. Okay. Whew, sorry. Okay, yeah, this is the one that looks like Unity, right? This is the one that we saw that looks like Unity. God, this is so cool. This is incredible. Half in C++, half in C#. I'm not logged in or else I would like star this, but that's a really cool engine. Okay. That's by far the most fully fleshed engine we've looked at. Armory 3D engine with Blender integration. Yeah. Ogre classic. Panda 3D. Mature open source. Mature. How mature? Oh, it's pretty recently updated. Last commit was 15 hours ago. Oh, I know another one YouTuber developer engine, Hazel. I love that. I know one too. Wait. You guys have seen the guy, Oh. You guys have seen the guy that makes games in Excel, right? He made a whole graphics engine in Excel. Apparently a lot of people have, but I'm thinking of Solly. I'm thinking of this guy. Ray tracing in Excel. He's talking. Okay, show me. You can add noise. You can put shaders in. Come on now. He shows you how to actually get it. But yeah, this guy does, it's all stuff in Excel. He does like all kinds of weird stuff in Excel. Oh, that's right. He made a ironic cryptocurrency game in Excel. It's ironic. Wait, has he released it yet? Whenever I hear ray tracing in Excel, I just imagine a really reflective spreadsheet. I mean, that's kind of what he did, right? It was just reflective balls. So look, it's a game in Excel. So yeah, this channel, if you're one of those, if your brain is on the same wavelength as this person, definitely go check out their channel. Solly with a 0. But what you just said made me think of that. One YouTuber game engine. Why make a game engine? We get this question a lot. There are many game engines out there that have been developed. This is my question to all of these people, yeah. Are you really going to compete with them? The answer is no. I would love to hear more. Because we have a passion for building game engines. That's fair. You do know that game engine programmers are by far the most paid people in a game studio? As far as like normal positions go, game engine programmers get paid by far the most. This is a fun fact for you guys. The Game Engine series on YouTube. Four years ago. Is this just a YouTube series that teaches you how to make a game engine? Or does it teach you about game engines? This is crazy. Whoa. I would love to make game engines like that too. In fact, seems like they only stopped writing it recently, making this recently. Yes, show me about Hazel. What does Hazel have? Looks like it's like Unity-ish. I want to see what it looks like. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me some pictures. No, he's posting now. How big of a team does it usually take to make a beefy game engine? Like one that would rival Unity? I mean, how long do you have? Probably about 15 man years. But that probably more than that. 20, 25 man years. Yeah, probably like 25 man years. But the problem is, in the time it would take for you to make it, technology's moved forward, so you have to constantly be iterating on it. Now, honestly, that's 25 man years assuming that you're all geniuses and omniscient and know exactly what you're going to do at the beginning. If you make your own game engine, you will never finish a game. This is known. I mean, absolutely, 100%. 1,100%. If you make your own game engine, you're not trying to make a game as much as you want to tell yourself that. Never. Every feature in Notion, I actually have to watch this because my new job uses Notion and I genuinely can't figure it out. So I'll watch that video later. I can see why they're paid the most. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's also just very few people that specialize in it. 3D modeling software. Huh? Oh, it really is brand new. Show me what you got. my god. For a project that was started 6 months ago, this is the most simple website I've ever seen in my life. Ah, here we go. Let me see the picture bigger. Oh my god, I just downloaded something. Oh no. You know what I need to do a deep dive on stream? I need to find my options, because I every once in a while I end up going down this rabbit hole where I keep trying to find open source embroidery digitizing software, and technically there are options, but they are not good options. But every 6 months or so I go down this rabbit hole, because I'll need to digitize some embroidery, and then it's like, oh, so you want to digitize some embroidery? That will cost you $5,000. I'm not exaggerating. Embroidery digitizing software costs $5,000. Or you could pay some guy in Lithuania $15 to do it in 6 hours. What is this? The repository has been archived by the owner. Recently. Well, relatively recently. Read this post about it. We are officially halting development of Amethyst Engine, both the stable as well as the pending. The plan is to eventually archive the repo, but we'll leave it open for a few months longer to get a better sense of who might be still using the engine and wants to keep accepting PRs. What happened? A lot of it is covered in the elephant topic. In short, we never quite found our footing after coincidentally moving from a top-down BDFL model, which isn't actually good for life, but great for an upstart, to a flat peer-to-peer model. We lacked a unified vision of what the Amethyst engine was destined to be. Are they talking about like an actual hierarchy of employees, or is that a dev thing? I'm so dumb. Benevolent dictator for life? Oh, so it actually is a human structure thing. I've never heard that term. So they wanted to be Valve. Hey, did you know that companies don't work well when there's no one telling you what to do? New beginning. Engine agnosticism. Huh. Guido? That's not his name. No, that is his name. Guido van Rossum called himself the benevolent dictator for life of Python. Wasn't he a bad guy? I feel like all the people in those kinds of positions for programming languages always end up being bad people. Are these guys actually making a game? Oh, it's a Rust game engine. My old company wanted to start moving everything in Rust. 2D HTML5 game engine. That's like a Go 3D engine. I wish I had found this website at the very beginning, by the way, because I think there's like 10 pages of these. Rails. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Oh man, here's the engines that are so obscure they don't even have an icon. Oh, this sounds cute. What is this? Oh. Ooh. Cross-platform. Man, there's so many cool game engines in the world. I had no idea there were so many, like, actually... Well, I was gonna say feature complete. How many of the ones that we've even looked at today are feature complete? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. What is this? An engine to develop multiplayer online games like Stendhal? What's Stendhal? MMORPG featuring hundreds of NPCs and quests. Oh, how old is this? Their newest post was like, today! This is today! This website looks like this, and their newest post is from today! Ah, I love this! Do they have a forum? I don't have a forum. Oh, they don't have a forum. This is exactly the kind of thing I would love to talk about on our podcast. How long has this thing been? This looks like an RPG Maker. How long has this thing been in development? We're gonna scroll all the way down. 2004. No wonder the website looks like this. You know what? Part of me really wants to start doing game jams where the only specification is the engine, and then I tell people to use really, really obscure engines like this. There's an engine I worked on years ago called Terrasol. Wow, my brain is not processing that word correctly. Open source Minecraft clone engine. Ooh. That's fun. Not quite still active. Do they have a repo? Or is it closed? Okay, let me see. There we go. When's the last commit? Yeah, kind of long ago. 7 months ago. 4 months ago. Community. If you want to get in contact with the community, they have a Reddit? Well, they sure do. Tried tea today and despaired. Is there a decent written tutorial somewhere with easy directions like to drink water, click this and that, and success? I started a game today, Joshua Survival, and while I could pick up stones, get sticks, create a hammer, and assemble a table, I did not find out how to use the assembly table or even how to drink water. I do not want to go through 20 minutes of a YouTube tutorial video only to, at the end, still not know how to build a house or craft a door. These days, the project is a bit like an unsorted mystery puzzle box. You might find some pieces you like, but it isn't necessarily a straightforward process. Back when Josharias himself was around, the JS template itself was in a better shape with advances in power tools, pumps, windmills, and rotating axles, and so on. There was another gameplay templated called Throughout the Ages. The way the engine works is that it's all the gameplay is a Java module. We need more active contributors again to be able to rejuvenate game content and improve accessibility. Sadly, there's no crystal ball to help determine what that might be. This is a great one. Thank you. Thank you for that input. Someone's got to go through this VOD afterwards and comment with put in the comments where all the engines are, because this stuff's crazy. I still can't believe the latest update to this site is today. Wow. Go 3D engine. Let's take a look at this. I don't know why I keep putting in a new tab. Not actively developed. Show me some pictures. Here we go. Very simple. I like how it's the version of a 2D game is a graph and the version of 3D game is the earth. The whole of the earth. Oh man, sorry I yawned again. Another one, XNA Game Studio. Boring, not indie enough. We already looked at that one. Well, we kinda did. There's not anything, like, interesting to look at about it. I want to see game engines that are, like, a repo with, like, one main contributor. This one's pretty active. Multiple scenes. At one point I was playing around with XNA and F#. I shouldn't be surprised there's a language called F#. I'm assuming that's a language. Exceptional safety, reliability, and speed. Got a state machine. Oh wow, this is actually... I don't think we've seen an engine that had AI yet. Oh, they call them widgets? Oh no, these are UI things. Okay. For writing UI. I thought that's what they were calling components for some reason. F# is a Microsoft doing a C# Java 2. You just said so many words. See what the issues are like for Fyrox. They want VR support. This person said it's extremely slow, making it completely unusable. F# is what happens when a functional programmer decides they want what C# has. Everybody wants what we have, Andrea. Everybody wants this. Oh, that's right. There's an open source 3D modeler program too that we saw. This is so cute. I'm gonna look through this VOD later. Dust, here we go. This was the open source 3D modeling software, but there's nothing to look at it. I'm a visual learner. We're just here to explore on a very surface level, okay? Oh, we didn't really look at Panda much, did we? Free BSD. I don't care. That has nothing to do with anything. I want to see what your UI looks like. Show me your website. Oh, it's a framework. Okay. Looks pretty. It is very pretty. Love 3D? Oh, is that actually a thing? Is Love 3D actually an engine? I thought when Millennium Cyborg mentioned it earlier that it was a typo. Or Love 2D. Oh, this is so cute. Wait, I know this. Oh, wait. Yes, I've heard of this before. I've absolutely heard of this before. I have no idea why. I have absolutely heard of this before, but I feel like I don't know why. I don't know why I would have been looking this up. Was it because I was looking for games that engines that used Lua? Or maybe someone told me about this. Maybe someone used this in a game jam? That might be it. That someone I know used this in a game jam. Unless your game engine has a community around it that people have seen it with their eyeballs. If it does, that's fine. I'll take a look. But I'm just looking at weird stuff. I'm looking at weird stuff. I want to see weird stuff. This is very weird. I love it. How cute. How very cute. I want more of this energy, please. Can we get more of this energy in game development? Oh man. I love that this person came up with the concept of, wouldn't it be funny if we had made people type love like 1,000,000 times, and then went backwards from there. I know someone who made it an free-to-play Korean browser-based anime card game on Love Today. Oh my god, I love that. Full-featured mode server with all the trimmings. Oh my god. 15 downloads this week. Last update a couple months ago. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. This is so funny. Oh my god, you can get it for Windows 2000. Show me your... Whoa, 21 years ago! Oh, you guys couldn't see it. 21 years ago! I didn't even know GitHub existed 21 years ago. Whoa! Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Woo! Oh, they started making this in 2000. That's the oldest GitHub file I've ever seen, right? Might be a git import of pre-git repo. Could be, could be. I don't care. That's still highly impressive. Let's see what's going on their Twitter. When's their most recent tweet? January 31st. February class challenge in 30 minutes. Level a character from 1 to 31 with levels in a single class within the month of February for rewards. See the announcements forum. Oh my god, this is so cool. You guys want to make a mud? I was saying how I want to do maybe the problem is I have time to run game jams but not time to participate in game jams, which feels somewhat hypocritical. So it's like I could run a game jam but I couldn't participate in it. Well, there's lots and lots of game engines that are older than this. I'm not saying this is the oldest game engine, but this is the oldest file I've seen. We even talked about ones that are from 1994 earlier in this stream. My first real intro to coding was printing out a vampire game from GW Basic on dot matrix paper and debugging it by hand. Ugh. Ugh. My dad learned programming with punch cards, and then at the end of when he graduated, he went up on top of the roof and just let them all free, flutter onto the ground. 7 hours ago. The most recent commit was 7 hours ago. Oldest filed 21 years ago. Newest filed 7 hours ago. I know FreeBSD's Git tree has been migrated across multiple since the 1980s. Yeah, I don't know. My god. Can you imagine a mud game jam? Oh my goodness. VR? 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 What do you mean VR? VR? You're not gonna sit here and tell me this mud game engine can do VR? Oh, I wish I could... Show me proof. Show me proof. I don't even know what to click. Oh my god. I guess I could search the repo, but... The damage numbers are coming right at me. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Let me search this. Nope, I cannot search this. Oh boy. No VR until proven VR. I don't think there's VR in this. I think it was just mislabeled. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. No, I don't believe there's VR in this. There's absolutely no way. Gavel, gavel, gavel. I call you a liar, SourceForge. A liar. Okay, we'll look at one more. Vanda. I want to see some 2D engines. I feel like 2D engines are by far the most unique. Because 3D engines, you get really caught up in the 3D-ness of it all. It's another level of complexity. But with 2D engines, that's where you get the hyper niche engines. They're just squeezing in buzzwords. Oh my god, ChatGPT combat. Actually, that already exists, by the way. There's already a like Unity ChatGPT or machine learning based thing that will on the fly generate combat animations based on like a couple of keywords. It's really cool. Chess program. Oh, this is just saying chess engine. That's a different thing. Amateur 3. Oops, I clicked back. Amateur 3D engine. Car driving. The very basic of a Java 3D car driving game. Okay, we might have hit the... I think we've hit the cap. No, here we go. Frank engine. We're gonna look at Frank engine. Wait, what is this? 8-bit graphical No, it's just an API. God damn it. I thought I was gonna say 8-bit game engine. Also, what did I just close? Oh well. Nah, I don't it's fine. You don't have to tell me, Luna. I'm just looking through this list. Okay. Come on. Please, website. Is the website still active? Is the website not still active? Oh no. Aww. Boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato. This one's just called Open Source Game Engine. Okay, let's go back to the very beginning. Let's go back to the first page. That had some things that we just skipped over. Flax was by far the coolest that we've looked at. For sure. Magic, another game engine. X-Mage allows you to play Magic against one or more on like Magic the game? Oh my god, yeah, Magic the card game. What? What? There's a forum. There's a forum! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. This is the best. Magic never made like a... They never made like a digital official version of their game, right? Open source game engine TM note OSGE's source code is not open. Are you serious? That's so funny. There are several? Oh, well, shit. Whoa, 1K issues? I've never seen that many. I've never seen more than 100 issues, I feel like. 1K issues? How old is this repo? Probably 5 years. 11. Oh, whoa. I don't even have 1K issues IRL. I know, right? Ugly cards. Wow, this is cool. Oh, I lost another 10 viewers. Magic the Gathering has that's right, it's called Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering has a lot of weird edge cases from individual cards. I bet that boosts the issue count. Yeah, I can see that. I want to see what the UI looks like. I want to see what the game looks like. Show me what the game looks like! Project documentation? I want to see a screenshot. Gosh darn it. Show me a screenshot. How-to guide? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Interesting. Interesting. 1K issues. Hoarder's greed causes null pointer exception on first loop. Oh my god. Oh, these are some recent issues too. 17 minutes ago. Oh yes, here we go. This is what I want. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Woo! Literally just scans of the cards. Yeah, I was wondering what the legality of this was, and I was thinking, well, it's actually quite difficult to copyright game rules, so maybe it's fine. But no, if they're distributing just full scans of the cards, that's definitely illegal. But what got me into game dev? I've always been interested in digital media, and game development just happens to be the most interesting of all digital medias to me. Like, at one point, like, I was already, like, into 3D modeling. I was already a little bit into programming and stuff like that. And, like, all kinds of digital art and anything related to digital art, really. And then I decided, okay, I want to be a programmer, because that's like the most, I don't know why I actually chose to be a programmer. It felt like I could learn, I don't know why I chose to be a programmer. I think of all of the positions, it felt like the most real job, if that makes sense. Like, even if I didn't go into digital media, I could find a job as a programmer. And so then I went into programming, and then like, once I was in school, I had to choose, like, okay, what are you going to focus in? And I had decided AI or games, but AI is hard. And so I didn't do AI. And I went into games instead. Bug, Black Lotus accidentally special summons Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my god, yeah. You think you used this? I bet. It looks very useful. It looks really cool. Programming actually makes money? Yeah, that too. That too. But anyways, I think we're done here. I think we're done here. Thank you all for sitting down and taking this journey with me. I think we've learned a lot. I think we've seen a lot. My favorite thing that we found was the oh, I need to remember it. I need to bring it back because it's my favorite one. What was it called? The Doomsday. Huh. This one. Ariane RPG engine. Actually, their actual engine's called something else, right? It's called Marauroa engine. This is my favorite thing that we've seen today. Also the mud engine. That's also pretty great. The mud engine's also pretty great. But this one, the fact that this one was updated today, so funny. For me, I like programming because it lets me solve puzzles every day. Same. I actually agree. Like problem solving is like my favorite thing to do. So puzzle solving and organization are my two favorite fundamental human activities. Mud for real, for real. VR mud engine for real, for real. We still didn't find proof, but anyways, let's see if we can raid someone. Is that a thing? Is there anyone that I'm following that's streaming? Our Web is streaming. Is she playing Kingdom Hearts? Wait. Okay, let's figure out how to raid. When did she start streaming? 2 hours ago. Okay, I think what is she playing? This is not, what is this? I don't know what it is, but it's funny. We're gonna raid Web. Okay, I don't know how to do this. We're gonna learn all together. We're gonna learn together how to raid on YouTube. I've never done this. Redirect. Search videos from your subscribed channels. I'm subscribed to Web. Oh, she doesn't have permissions turned on. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. Okay, well, good stream anyways, guys. Is it still called live redirect? Yes, it's still called live redirect. But they added a thing where now you can turn it on so that any YouTube channel can redirect to you. Because it used to be that it had to be someone who followed you. It was stupid. So, or like subscribed to you. So they changed it. Now you can turn on that it's just any YouTube channel, which is great. Yeah, they changed it from whitelist only to now it's anyone. But I think Web just hasn't turned off whitelist only. I don't know how it got turned on to me, to be honest, because I just went to check it and it was just automatically turned on to all YouTube channels. I don't know why, but because I definitely didn't turn it on. I just found out about it. But anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow. Me and Belindra will be streaming on Twitch at 8:30 PST. We're gonna be doing some co-working. She's gonna be drawing and we're doing live CD. It'll be oodles and oodles of fun. So please come. Please have fun with us. Why is my preview of my own stream like 10 minutes behind? That was so weird. Anyways, see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.